the relief and reconstruction work. The professional expertise proved earlier of our alumni has also been demonstrated through the most cost-effective Mangalyaan to Mars. We are 12 years old and moving swiftly with conviction. UPS has now emerged as a world-class institution, developing ready to deploy managers and engineers for domain-specific industry. Quoting our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, our education apparatus cannot be one that produces robots that can happen in laboratory. There has to be overall personality development, unquote. I am delighted to reiterate our firm and proven belief in the overall development, the inclusive development of our students. The university believes in developing and grooming the overall personality of students to become industry-ready professionals. With our expansions plans put in place, the new campus that houses management and legal studies has provided dedicated academic environment to the students and faculty of management and law alike. UPS also realizes that R&D is one of the key pillars for any education institution. The rapid pace of development in the country has raised the expectation of the people from institutions of higher learning, especially in the areas of R&D. One of our greatest strengths is our highly qualified and dedicated team of faculty and staff. These excellent human resources, combined with our state-of-the-art laboratory facilities, make our university an excellent center for engaging in research and development work that's relevant to our societal needs. The range of national and international collaborations that we have entered into indicates our desire to open new frontiers of knowledge and our aim to scale greater heights. The newly established Incubation and Entrepreneurship Center and various other centers of excellence is elevating us further in our quest to be an institution of excellence. Further, we have built and nurtured collaboration with several industry partners, research and academic institutions, leading to cutting-edge interdisciplinary and industry-standard offerings as well as R&D. Once again, I thank Shri A.S. Kiran Kumarji and as and when the Honorable Minister arrives, Shri Ravi Shankar Prasadji for accepting our invitation to join the most anticipated event of the year at UPS and bestowing their valuable thoughts and sharing precious moments with our pride, the graduating students. Dear graduates, my congratulations, and we wish all of you tremendous success and a life full of happiness and learning. You are welcome and free to consult your faculty whenever you feel like. UPS has been your academic home and will continue to be so. We look forward to see you once in a while for sharing of your knowledge, experience, and stories. Jai UPS, Jai Hind.
Sir, I request you to declare the convocation open.
I declare the convocation open.
Thank you, sir.
I now request our CEO, Mr. Utpal Ghosh, to kindly present the UPS report.
Good afternoon. It's really a memorable day for all of us because we have amongst us Mr. A.S. Kiran Kumar, the chief architect, as I would call, of Indian Space Research Organization. We are very proud to have you here, sir. In addition to that, we have Amit Sevak, who's the CEO for Laureate South Asia. My colleagues, Dr. Chopra, the Chancellor, Dr. Shri, the Vice Chancellor, Mr. B.D. Gupta, members of UPS faculty, dear students who are both graduating now and those who are watching this event live while they are interning in different industries across the country, parents who have taken time to come out in this Delhi heat to be amongst us and their wards for the convocation, distinguished members of the Academic Council, our Board of Governors, members of the industry, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. The objective of the next 10 to 15 minutes would be to share with you some of the things that UPS has done in the previous academic year. As always, technology kind of slips you. We've all heard of this statement called start a change reaction, and UPS is very proud to start a change reaction in the education sector. We were the first movers in the country and this part of the world to start an oil and gas education domain, and then subsequently, as you're aware, we have added on, in addition to energy, infrastructure and transportation. IT, as all of you know, is part of the soft infrastructure, and I think that's what drives the Indian economy and Indian exports in a big way. And currently, roughly about 40% of our students in the engineering school take IT as a discipline in their separate specializations. This program, as many of you are aware, is offered in academic collaboration with IBM. We are definitely the first university, but we have constantly tried to evolve ourselves to meet the needs of the industry on a very regular basis. I was just sharing with Mr. Kiran Kumar a brief while before we came in. If I were to look at our academic council, 2/3 of our academic council are members from the industry who really guide us to build the curriculum, add things which we believe needs to be taught to our students, both in terms of skill, knowledge, and attitudes. For the year gone by, 2014-15, we were 10,000 plus, considering that we started only in 2003 with 254 students. That we've come a long way. Of these, we had 7,500 students full-time on campus and another 2,500 working adults doing different programs from our university. We have been innovative as we move along. And just last year, we launched 18 new programs, including a new design school. And this has been, the year 2014-15 has been one of our biggest launches in terms of new academic programs going forward. And we are really excited to find newer disciplines, newer branches coming out of UPS. As of now, we have about 88 programs across 6 colleges, and we plan to launch new schools in the areas of public policy, planning and architecture, international law and diplomacy as we move on in the years to come. In terms of infrastructure, Dr. Chopra just talked about, we've just started our second campus. Those of you who are familiar with our Dehradun campus, is just 4 kilometers down the road, where we have recently relocated our School of Business. Later in the year, we're going to start our College of Legal Studies there. So that, as we call, would be the Chalk and Talk campus. I mean, obviously, chalks are no longer used in classrooms, but they will be the non-laboratory kind of campuses. And the older campus at Budoli is going to be the tech campus, which in addition to housing the engineering school, will also house the School of Design as well as the School of Planning and Architecture. So this is a glimpse of the academic block for the business school, which Dr. Sengupta is very proud of. Living has always been a challenge in our part of the world, and while we try and provide accommodation, there is not enough that we have on campus, but we have continued to build our infrastructure for living on campus, including a new hostel that's planned for girls. Just last year, earlier this year, we inaugurated our School of Design, and Mr. Harish Rawat, who was the Chief Minister at Uttarakhand, he was quite surprised to see that UPS has launched a School of Design, which he associated with most international universities. So that's really a feather on our cap. Recently, Mr. Chidambaram or Dr. Chidambaram inaugurated our nanotechnology lab. As many of you are aware, we have focused in a big way in nanotechnology, and the automation technology lab that we have partnered with industry, that's a glimpse of that lab that we launched last year. IT and Advanced Computing Center is something that we have always been proud of. Normally, SAP is seen as something which is an industry software, but we are the first university in the country to have implemented SAP. And it not only does the regular financing and stock accounting and student accounting, it also helps us in setting question papers for our students. So those of you who are interested, I'm happy to share how we have kind of transformed SLAP into a industry-only software to something that helps set question papers for us. Moving on, we have really revamped the offerings that we have for our adult education, because as many of you are aware, while there are about 2.6 crore students in the tertiary or university education today, going forward in the next 5 years, we'll have close to about 4.1 to 4.2 crores. And a lot of these skills that students or people who are getting into the workforce will need have not even been discovered or invented. And therefore, the need for continuing education or working adult education, as we say, is going to increasingly go up. And the days are over where you had one degree and that served you for the rest of your lives. Research is now showing that you will need to have at least 5 to 6 skills in your work span of 35 to 40 years. And that's where our continuing education is expected to play a big role. In addition to that, many of our working adults find it difficult to come and give examinations on campus. So we have started something called an e-proctored examination. You could be anywhere in the world. So here is one of our ship captains who's sailing on the high seas, and he's writing his exams in his cabin, as you can see. And these are electronically proctored for you to write the exam. And if there is anything that's inappropriate going, the software automatically terminates the exam. And there are e-proctoring of exam that happen. For the first time this year, even our entrance exam was done electronically from wherever you are. So people, traditionally in India, people travel long distances and write entrance exams. They could take it from wherever they were, either in their own homes, their own campuses, or even in a cyber cafe. International collaborations is an important activity because we believe that the world is slowly getting global, and India is going to produce a lot of workforce that's going to join the global workforce. As of now, we have close to about 100 global alliances, including in student exchange with the University of Houston. There is the famous MITAS-linked scholarship that our students take and go to Canada. The University of Mainz in France is another area where our MTech nuclear science students go. The Polytechnic at Nantes in France funds a lot of our students for research and higher education. We've just had student exchanges at the University of Toulouse, at the Polytechnic at Orleans in France, and the ESMM, the National Engineering Institute of Mechanics in France as well. Because there is an international requirement of a lot of students, and our students are able to make these internships while they are studying between their third year and fourth year for the undergraduate students, and at the end of their first year for the master's students. These are some more of student